how good did it feel getting back on the field last week and these couple of days? You must be super energized about what's ahead for you.
Yeah, definitely am, man. It was killing me not being able to and just watching every week. But I just kept my head down, just kept going to work. I really prepared the last 3 weeks like I was going to be able to play, even though I wasn't able to, because I always thought I would. But I didn't think I was going to be able to at Boston College. So it really was a surprise, and really was a blessing to be able to go back out there.
How did the foot feel, I guess, after the game, and then has it felt since?
It's definitely sore. Like it's still about around 80-85% right now. Still trying to get over that pain hump. Went back to my left side during practice, so we're still trying to get back over that pain hump, but it's getting there.
So can you take us back to what actually happened in camp? I mean, obviously, I think you were having a pretty good camp, and then all of a sudden you get hurt, or what happened?
Yeah, so it was just later on in the scrimmage. Really was just a routine thing. I didn't do anything differently. Just came around the edge and was bending around the corner. Actually was about to sack DJ, well, tag him off, and then I bended on it, and it just broke. So I don't really know why or how. It just did. I never broke a bone in my body, so it was really shocking to me.
Yeah, I mean, you tweeted right after that, life's unfair.
Yeah.
That type of deal. I mean.
Yeah, it was very disappointing because, like I said, like you said, I was having a good camp and I was just ready to get going this season. But everything happens for a reason.
I guess did anybody say anything to encourage you, or how'd you get lifted up from that really low moment?
Definitely, the coaches and my teammates, they all huddled around me and just kept me uplifted every day, even after the moment. Because like when I had went into the training room after I broke my foot, well, I didn't know I broke it yet, but because I was hoping for some good news, they came out and told me the X-ray, and they told me I broke it. So I'm thinking I never broke a bone in my body before, so I'm thinking I'm out for the season. The year's ruined. So I broke down. So I started crying in front of the trainers and stuff. But they told me it was 4 to 6 weeks. Didn't end up being 4 to 6 weeks, obviously, but that definitely encouraged me, and they kept me uplifted every day.
So was it a full break or a fracture? Or?
Yeah, it's called a Jones fracture. So I broke the 5th metatarsal bone, which they say is the best bone to break in the foot. So I got fortunate, I guess.
To accomplish what you did in just 6 snaps, what kind of optimism does that give you for when you are fully healthy?
Definitely. I mean, I know what I'm capable of, which is the reason I came back and what I wanted to accomplish. So I can't wait to be 100% and just be back out there fully going.
What's it like to play just 6 snaps in a football game?
Definitely fun. I mean, you love to rush the passer, so they gave me 3rd and long situations. So really just went out there and played free and just know I had to win my one-on-one matchup. So that's just what I do.
How'd you guys come up with that? Was that like the set plan? Like, all right, did you have like a pitch count, like anything like that, or how did you guys come up with this plan?
Well, it really wasn't like a set plan. Like I said, we didn't know if I was going to be able to play. So really, what was said to me by Coach Swinney was, if it feels good enough, we'll try to get you some warm-up reps going into next week. But it turns out it felt good enough in warm-ups to where I could actually help the team. So he put me in some 3rd and long situations, and it felt good.
Do you feel hesitant at all, like stepping, like things like that when you're on the field, or you feel fully confident, or?
It's definitely hesitation there. Like, it's just like a mental thing, like just getting back into the groove and being nervous about stepping on it the wrong way or something like that. So it's definitely hesitation there, but we're getting over it day by day.
I guess what makes being on the right side so much more comfortable is that when you're coming off the line.
Yeah, so when I broke it, I'm always on the left side. So when I broke it, I was bending on the coming around the corner. I had to put pressure on the outside of it because it's on the outside of my right foot. So bending on that, too much pain on the left side because that's where my original side where I broke it at. So on the right side, I don't have to put that pressure on the outside of my right foot. So that's the reason I'm on the right side, which I do not like the right side at all because that's not my side. It does not feel comfortable rushing from that side, but that's what I have to do right now.
So you've always been on the left side. You've never done the right.
Well, I've done the right here and there, but left side is where I'm most comfortable at.
I'm just thinking of mentally all these things you've already told us in the last 4 minutes. That you the thinking you're out for the season, still being out, fighting back, hesitation, mentally getting back into it, switching sides to the side you really don't like. How are you handling all of this? And what's it like to tackle that on top of the fact that you're a student and a brother and a teammate and a friend and all these other things going on in your life? How do you make time for that mental health aspect of it to get past all of this?
Really just the things I've been through over my course of my time here. Really that course of the 2020 COVID stuff, just going through stuff like that. just going through all those dark times, went through depression, got overweight, and just coming back from all that stuff, I know I can get through anything. So it's not really much that can really bring me down at this point. I can really just have faith in God and know that He has me no matter what I go through.
Dabo had mentioned today that, like, not just physically are you at your best, but you really seem mentally to be in a different spot. How do you continue to lead? And I don't know, it's maybe, like, I always think of, like, if somebody else cannot go through the darkest that I went through, I want to help them. Like, are you in that position at all to be kind of trying to help maybe that next man up?
Oh yeah, for sure. Because I know what it feels like when you're going through stuff like that. You don't want to tell anybody that stuff. You want to be we're all men, so we want to be these strong men who doesn't have any weaknesses and not weak. But I always tell guys they can always come to me, talk to me anytime they want, because I know that's not stuff to easily to talk about. So I definitely take that role on and help guys out as much as I can.
Xavier, it's been a long journey for you, and you talk about 2020 and the depression you battled through, and coming back to the season and then having to miss the first month and a half. I'm just curious, what were the emotions like for you when you finally got out on the field and you were able to get back to doing what you love?
Yeah, it really was just pure joy, like just being able to run again. Really, that was really one of my most grateful things, just being able to run. Just when I was out there on warm-ups, it just was a pure joy, happy feeling, just being able to run again, just because of the fact I wasn't able to run at all really the past, because that was my first live competitive work in like 2 months. I didn't even get any practice reps in or anything like that, so it was really just a joy to be out there.
I know football is a day-to-day mentality, and you just got to stay focused in the present, be where your feet are, but do you spend any time thinking about your journey to this point, getting back to this point?
Yeah, I mean, I always grateful for my journey. Definitely wasn't what I planned, but like I said, God, I'm really on His timing, and His time is better than mine, so I really just stay focused on that.
Hey.
Sorry.
I was gonna say, you've gotten some run now. Trey is back in there. Brian will be back this week. What does it say that you guys are all getting healthy for this stretch run?
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be a fun ride. I mean, just knowing all the things that we've been through as a defensive line, we haven't been able to really play together fully healthy, and coming down this stretch is gonna be really important with the goals that we want to achieve by winning the national championship. So it's really gonna be fun.
Just what have you learned from the sidelines, from that perspective these past 6 games?
Definitely just watching them go to work is what really kept me uplifted, and just learning from a sideline perspective, just seeing how the game flow. I mean, obviously I have a lot of experience in playing time-wise, but just seeing how the game flows from a sideline perspective, and just really just studying my matchups and pretending like I'm out there just from a mental aspect. So it definitely helped a lot.
I guess just Coach Wayne's talked about you being a grown man now, just completely night and day from what you were as a freshman. I mean, do you think freshman XT broke his foot? I mean, how do you think freshman XT would have responded or not responded?
Definitely not as good. I mean, just because, like I said, going through all that stuff I went through over the course of the years definitely prepared me to deal with something like this, breaking my foot, just keeping the faith and things like that. So definitely wouldn't not have handled this the same way as I am right now.
I guess what work actually goes into coming back in terms of rehab and all that?
Really just, you got to just keep the faith every day. I mean, it's hard to do it, like, because 7 weeks out of surgery, I was doing the same exact thing every day, just rehabbing, working out. Like, it wasn't a day went by that I didn't work out, because like, even when I was in the boot and they was telling me I couldn't work out, I went and worked out regardless, because it was just like a mental thing. Because I feel like if I don't work out, I get fat again. So it's like it's really like a mental thing with that. So that's why I just stay working no matter what.
I think I saw you tweet that you're 245.
Yeah, I'm at 245, 250 right now. I'll stay between there.
Will the foot still be sore? Is that because the bone's still healing, or will you need another operation maybe after the season?
Nah, it's just my foot is adjusting to the screw, because they put a screw in there. So I'm just adjusting to the screw in there. The bone is already healed enough, so I can't like re-injure or anything. So I'm just adjusting to the screw in there.
Dabo said he expected you to play more than 6 plays this week.
Oh yeah, I'll definitely.
Do you have a snap count that you're comfortable with?
Not a specific snap count, but I'm definitely going to play a lot more this week. I can tell you that.
X is one of the older guys on this team. You're one of the few who's played at Florida State. You were down there, I guess, in 2018 or something. What are you anticipating? What do you remember about that atmosphere? What are you anticipating about this contest this week?
Yeah, it's really gonna be fun. Just going down there, that was a noon game if I can remember correctly. So going out there with a night atmosphere, I know it's gonna be really fun. I grew up watching games like that, so it's really gonna be a fun atmosphere to play in, and it's like I would say it's a small rivalry. Just over the course of the years that Florida State has been going on, so and they're definitely a way better team now. So it's definitely a lot of fun to go down there and play in that atmosphere.